So in the final lesson, I want to show you how to navigate between screens. So we've got our dashboard, and the only way I can get to my address details is if I want to add the details, but I may want to just simply go and delete the user's details or edit them. And so the way to do this is pretty straightforward. We need to go to the named range, and I'll type in dashboard and hit the enter key. So we've got our dashboard. I've named the range. I'm going to go to address details, and I'm going to put address underscore details. So now I've got two ranges named. If I click the drop down box, you can see them. So all I need to do now is add in a new button. Insert shapes. And so we go. I'll call this, I'll name this one edit address details screen. And I'll right click it and I'll do a hyperlink, and I want to go place in this document, and I want to go to the named range, which was address details. So click OK. Now when I click the button, it takes me to address details, and it will be exactly the same. Insert shape. I'll call this one dashboard. Right click, and this time I'll want to pick my dashboard range. So hyperlink, place in this document, dashboard, OK. And now when I click that, I go to address details. I go back to the dashboard, and when I click that, I get taken back to these details. One thing that you will notice is that if I move this here to make it a bit easier to see, these buttons, although they're out of the way of the text and we can continue adding new data, if I delete details, the button will shrink. So if you notice, the button is 1, 2, it's 3 high there. So if I go to this column and delete the details, you notice it shrunk, and all these other buttons have as well. If I delete that one again, you see the button's in big trouble now. So I'll resize that button, and I want to stop that from happening. So what I do is I right click a button. Sometimes you need to right click and then right click it again. So you right click to get the edit in, and right click again, and you'll have size and properties. If you go into size and properties, in properties there's an option, don't move or size with cells. So if you click OK to that, and that'll make it easier. Again, right click it, and oops, I've gone back too far. So now if I delete this row, it won't change. So I'll go to this row, delete details, click yes, and you notice it hasn't changed, but these did move up. So you'll need to edit these ones as well. So properties, don't move, close, right click, size and properties, don't move, close, and you'll see now that if I delete my final row, none of these will move up. They've all stayed exactly where they are, and if I add details in exactly the same, they will add the line in. Something else I can do as well, which is the add details form I've got here. If I copy that and paste it, and again right click, size and properties, and don't move, And now I click Add Details, it brings up a new form. So I can put it back in User 1, and you'll notice when I click the button, when I click Update, nothing will move. So again, where I had a button here, Add Details, I just copied that button because it is a macro and it was able to do it. So I've now got my Edit Details, Delete Details, back to the dashboard and Add Details. So that pretty much concludes everything now. We've learned how to add data, edit it, delete it, and we've learned how to navigate between dashboards and lock these buttons so they don't move. Thank you very much.